Sierra.
And I'm Andrew, and this is MHS Voice. Here are a couple of important things coming up. SMART, rising 11th and 12th graders. If you're interested in being a part of someone's transition into high school, become a SMART mentor. The link is on the school's website and is due March 11th.
Sophomores, class rings are now here, so don't procrastinate in ordering and paying for them.
The spring play, Get Smart, has already held auditions and have chosen their actors and actresses. So good luck to those who made it, and if you didn't, you can still join crew in the next few weeks. Though it has passed, here's a look back at the Strikeout Cancer event. Here's Ryan with the story.
It was phenomenal last year, and this year is looking to match and be just as great. We raised over $10,500 last year, and we're closing in on that figure again this year.
I'm here to support Manchester against Clover Hill, but also raise money for the colon cancer fundraiser.
You know, I just want to get some strikes, you know. That's how I do, that's how I know. Strikes, just know.
3 states of emergency have been called from the mayor, governor, and finally the president of the United States. And a $200 million bill is making its way through Congress to help with the unsafe lead-filled water crisis in one of Michigan's biggest cities. With a population of 100,000, Flint. Michigan's Governor Rick Snyder faces lawsuits and manslaughter accusations as the National Guard distributes water all over the suffering city. However, these actions might be too late for many of its citizens. It could have already changed an entire generation due to the fact that lead stunts the growth of the brain and the nervous system. Lead poisoning is most dangerous to children because they're still in development, and between 6,000 to 10,000 children in the city of Flint have already drunk the contaminated water. 10 citizens have even died recently of Legionnaire's disease, which has possible links to the lead poisoning. Flint is 70 miles from the world's largest bodies of fresh water and had been paying Detroit for access to Lake Huron. This is not the lake that runs through the city, the Flint River, which citizens knew was filthy. During a financial crisis 2 years ago, the city switched water suppliers so they could stop paying Detroit for Lake Huron in favor of the Flint River, but didn't treat the iron-filled water for corrosiveness. Since the city didn't treat the corrosive water and it went through the old, originally placed lead pipes into homes and from there spiked thirsty people's lead intake from 0 to 14 plus, where doctors consider 5 a dangerous level. This was against federal water safety laws, but the government of Michigan ignored Flint citizens when they protested against the switch. This is speculated to be due to Flint being a low-income city. Flint also has a large margin of people of color, totaling about 65% of the population according to CNN. The city only declared a state of emergency and started aiding citizens after October 1st, a full year after the switch, when tests on children showed high levels of lead in their system. From the new edition of MHS Explains, this is Mari reporting.
Not sure where to find volunteer opportunities? The nonprofit Hands-On Greater Richmond has a mission to get members of the community involved in service. And here's Patricia with the story.
Hands-On Greater Richmond is a local organization that allows people in the community easy access to volunteer opportunities throughout the region.
It was essentially a way to sort of bring together all these folks who are working to forward the mission of nonprofits across the region. And how do we support the professionals that are working in those nonprofits, the organization's sort of health and wellness, and how do we bring services into that sort of their nonprofits to help them sort of grow stronger.
Hands on Greater Richmond also has 2 projects exclusively for teens to expand their participation in the community. Teenagers ages 12 through 15 are able to participate in the Teen Impact program that they run during the summer. This allows adolescents to spend a week during the summer visiting local nonprofit organizations where they are able to serve, as well as learn about issues that affect the Greater Richmond area. Some of the topics focused on in the past include homelessness, affordable housing, environmental issues, public art, and 1 week that includes a variety of issues.
So we've done a farm to table week where we talk about food access and urban agriculture and healthy eating and ways that we can bring affordable, healthy food to communities. And so we work with organizations like Shalom Farms and Tricycle Gardens and Meals on Wheels to learn all about that issue that whole entire week.
Many youth do not necessarily have blocks of time set aside to volunteer, so Hands on Greater Richmond has do-it-yourself volunteer projects.
This lets people still serve in a way that's most flexible with them. And so that was sort of why DIY was started, was to sort of still meet the needs of anybody who wanted to be able to serve.
Hands on Greater Richmond also provides easy access to volunteer opportunities on its websites. Students only need to go on to make an account to find opportunities that interest them.
It's a great opportunity to sort of figure out your place in the world and how you can contribute. And I think when you sort of come from that heart place and that aspirational level, that's the best place to come from.
For MHS Voice, this is Patricia reporting.
It's never too early to buy your yearbooks. The current yearbook and even last year's yearbook can be purchased in S120 for $60, which is a good price to pay for a lifetime full of memories. Senior Shoutout ads can also be purchased now through jostensAdService.com, which provides a variety of layouts and prices for you or your group. Also, if you have an image you think would be useful to the yearbook department, share or email Teresa O'Brien at ccpsnet.net.
This year, Manchester's choral students have been selected for one of the biggest honors a high school student can have, All-State Chorus. This elite group of singers are selected from all over the state, but only 20 are picked from each district. The students who are chosen get to workshop with amazing professors and travel to Virginia Beach to perform the piece they've learned. So congratulations to Ryan, Lauren, Eric, and Andrew. That's a huge accomplishment, guys.
Usually when you think about music at our school, you think about the school band. But with music in our schools, it is a totally different story. Here's Heather with the story.
Fumi is not just an average senior in high school. She started music in our schools for a capstone project.
Music in our schools is a steel pan workshop and festival here at Elsie Bird High School. It will start out with a group of elementary school students, probably 20 to 30, and we'll teach them about the history of the steel drum. They'll learn how to play a couple tunes.
Her motivation isn't just for a project.
The reason why I did it is because I've been a part of the Hands and Pans Steel Drum Ensemble since I was in the 4th grade.
Hands and Pans is not the only ensemble that is playing in music in our schools. The Longwood University Steel Drum Ensemble, Rhythm Project All-Stars from Hampton Roads, Virginia, the Steel Drum Ensemble at Midlothian High School, and hopefully the Vienna Jammers from Vienna, VA. Fumi has high hopes for her project.
From this event, you can expect a lot of fun, a lot of music, of course, and hopefully a greater appreciation for steel drum music in the Greater Richmond area.
This event will be $5. You can either pay online or at the door, and all of the proceeds will go back to the Hands and Pans Steel Drum Ensemble.
It's always just been something that I've always done and something that has always been unique to me.
From MHS Voice, this is Heather reporting.
The next principal has finally been announced. After attending Manchester in her high school career, Miss Ellis has made it a priority to reach and teach students of the community, and has now earned one of the biggest roles in the school. This is a huge accomplishment to a very deserving woman. Congratulations, Miss Ellis. That's all for this week, you guys.
Until next time.